Today we're going to do a tour of Multnomah Village, a tiny little oasis in the heart of Southwest Portland. We're going to tour the main strip, go to the world's largest beer market, and we're also going to check out some homes. So stay to the end to see if this little gem is the right spot for you. Welcome back to the channel, or if this is your first time, I am Tim Jackson, an Oregon and Washington real estate agent. So if you're thinking of flying up here, landing at our brand new PDX, and you want to check out some homes, then make sure to sign up for my headhunters list down below. So first, let's talk about where we're located on a map, as I almost get run over by a Subaru. No surprises there. But we are in the heart of Southwest. We're not too far from the I-5 corridor, so you are really close, about 5 minutes from downtown in this sweet little section of Multnomah Village. And you're kind of up in the hilly region, lots of forests. You've got two huge parks bordering you. You've got Tyrone Creek just south of us. And then you've got Gabriel Park, which is just over there. Beautiful park with a splash pad, a huge playground, very open so you can take your dog on the walk. But Tyrone Creek is like a nature preserve. It is a state park, and it's one of the largest in our urban area. So to speak a little bit about culture, this is on the west side. So it's not plagued with the same issues that you hear about in East Portland or in downtown. West Portland is very much a little bit more tucked away. You're definitely not going to see as many of the issues that you hear about. You also are not in the same culture or crowd as people that live in Beaverton, in the Intel Nike industry. You've got a lot of people, the creatives, I would say, are the ones that live and work, play in this area. Creative minds of Portland. Wieden Kennedy's the advertising firm that came up with Nike's most famous slogan, "Just do it." So you'll definitely notice if you come and visit a place like Multnomah Village, it's a lot quieter. It's kind of a Portland's take on old America. It's completely different from what you would expect Portland to be if you've only been looking at headline news. You're gonna see a lot more, like rather than Teslas, let's say in Beaverton, you're gonna see a lot more Subarus out here, a lot more like Rivians, a lot more people that are just slightly different. If you remember from last week's video, this is also where like the normal West Portland people live. Whatever normal means in a city that is branded by Keep Portland Weird. I mean, it's definitely got its own little eclectic historic pieces to make it kind of like the worst of Portland never happened, like a time capsule trapped where people can come, still have fun. And honestly, this place has weathered so many storms. There's a reason that when people move to Portland and they say, well, if I'm gonna live in Portland, I wanna move, Multnomah Village is one of those places that top that list almost every time. We're only 5 minutes from downtown. So I'd heard that like in San Francisco, Facebook, Apple, and all of their big companies were busing people in like 40 minutes out. Now I don't live in San Francisco, and I don't know if that's just, you know, headline news. But the cool thing about living in Multnomah Village and working in a place like downtown is obviously you've got that close proximity. But again, like you do not get the feel of downtown here. You get like a very, like they'll shut this place down for Halloween. They'll shut it down for little community events. There's still that like close small town feel that originally attracted people to Portland in the first place. So if you do come down to Multnomah Village, I would definitely check out the main strip. People love to check out Yala. There's Village Coffee. We're gonna go check out John's Marketplace in a little bit, which is the largest selection of beer in the world. But there's a ton of little vintage shops out and around here. Really great for window shopping, Christmas shopping, what have you. And speaking about all the neighborhoods tucked away, you definitely have a lot more older homes. This village was established in 1910. So a lot of the homes that are surrounding us are gonna be in that early 1900 up to the mid-century. There is some new construction, and so you're actually gonna see some listings later on in this video if you stay tuned. And the average home price in this specific area is $620,000, but that's kind of an eclectic bunch of, you've got some condos listed at a lower price point if you just need a little bit of space, all the way up to a big house with a yard. This is a very popular place for young families, working professionals. If you got a couple kids, I've actually seen this car being driving around the village for a little bit. So yeah, you get a lot of occurrences like that where you're not just going to see a bunch of Teslas decking the place. You're going to see people taking their own creative spin on what does it mean to live in Portland and have a nice little thriving community. If you're thinking of moving to Portland or Vancouver and you really want to get to know the area, then book a private call with me down below. You can either reach me down at this phone number, or we can book a FaceTime call where you can schedule a 30-minute appointment with me. That link is also down in the comments. So that way you can get a good orientation of the area that you're thinking of moving to. This is a completely free service that I provide as a way to get to know you better and get to know what you're trying to accomplish. Whether you're 3, 6, 9, or 12 months away from making that happen, book now and we can have that chat. Excited to talk to you. We're now gonna head over to John's Marketplace, which is one of the world's largest markets to buy beer, and we're gonna discuss a few listings in the area. So we're at John's Marketplace, huge selection. There's food carts across the road. We're gonna check out some properties while we drink a beer, because that is a very Portland thing to do. So at the time of making this video, we are in kind of the height of the winter market where inventory tends to draw back. You'll notice a lot of people will pull their home off the market for Christmas time, but as we're getting ready for spring and the spring market, it'd definitely be a good idea to be signed up for that headhunters list, because it's really going to be getting you all that fresh inventory straight to your inbox. And obviously it's going to be down to like your specific property. So we're going to look at 3 different homes today, just go through all the photos and kind of check out what's going on inside. We're going to look at some different price ranges and also some different years built, because the Multnomah Village area does have a ton of different homes built in different eras. You're going to be able to see all the way from the early 1900s craftsmen's through the mid-centuries, all the way up into brand new construction right along Gabriel Park. But to start off, we have this charming little 70s ranch. It's in the mid-500s. You can see based on the photos that they've done a pretty decent job of updating it. This is probably like your simple starter home, or if you're getting ready to retire, these single levels tend to be fairly popular as well. I kind of call them the Swiss Army knife of homes, because they can serve a lot of different purposes, and you know, there's just so many uses for them. Some people really like to buy these because they can use them as a rental property after they move out, when they upgrade or just decide to, like, you know, move overseas or whatever. I mean, they really leave a nice flexible option for if you're just setting up base camp, or, you know, even a forever home. That's what makes a little single level ranch very popular. Now we're gonna be looking at a 1927 bungalow. This is gonna be in the Tudor style. I really love the Tudor arches, so you're gonna see some of the themes throughout this home, where, I mean, Multnomah Village is full of old growth trees, and it's also just full of, you can't call them old growth homes, but just homes that were built with a style and class and attention to detail that people just don't have the time or the money or the resources for nowadays. I mean, homes nowadays, even at the high end, can't be built with the level of materials and attention to detail that were put into these 100-plus-year-old homes. Just going through the photos here, you know, it could use some extra updates to what was done, but a nice, charming backyard property, very close to Multnomah Village. This one is on a busier road. That would be my one drawback, but beautifully manicured lawn, nice little detached garage you could turn into a studio or what have you. So we're gonna get to the last home now, and this one's a new construction. A lot of new construction in Portland is no longer your traditional new construction. If you want traditional new construction, definitely stay tuned for videos where we're in Clark County, up in Vancouver, or over in Washington County, or even down in Clackamas County. But Multnomah County, Portland specifically, where we are, is starting to focus on these HOA fee-less condo type things, and it's actually coming into more popular neighborhoods like Multnomah Village, where they're realizing we need to build these for the families that are moving in, you know, like I talked about, the working class families with 1 or 2 kids. This home has got a lot of nice details, and it's that new construction living where you don't have to worry too much about, like with an old home, something going wrong. Nice walk-in shower with lovely tile. I call that a Christopher Walken shower.
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Comes with appliances, which is really nice. And this is actually a detached style townhome. This butts up right to Gabriel Park. So I mean, you can take your kids, your dog, whatever, go out on a walk, play in the park on the nice summer days. You can actually see behind here where it backs up to a ton of green space. And there's 3 different phases in this specific construction site, if I am correct. But yeah, make sure you reach out to me if you're looking into any of those homes or none of them. I mean, obviously those were just 3 homes of many in our area. But if you are looking for a home like that, then just sign up for that headhunters list. I'm here to help you find the right property. Hey, thanks for watching today's video. Hit that subscribe button to stay along for more neighborhood tours like this one. Reach down below to have a conversation. Start the conversation if you're 3, 6, 9, 12 months out. It does not matter. I'm here to chat with you face-to-face, over Zoom, or on the phone. I'm here for you. Watch this video next, and I'll see you next week.